Welcome to today's live session from the Leadership Mind School. It's my awesome privilege to have every one of you join me for this special edition of the Leadership Mind School teaching for today. Please, if you're joining us right now, kindly ensure you share this live session, invite your friends, invite everyone within your network. Tag your friends across all platforms. And once again, welcome to the Leadership Mind School session. Seraphine, thank you for joining. Wisdom, thank you. How are you all today? Wisdom, can you tell me how are you today? Seraphine on TikTok, how are you today? Just type I am good. If you are there, just drop in the chat I am good. All right. Lovette, my beautiful sister, you are welcome. Thank you. Tonight, we are streaming live across multiple platforms. Oh, Lydia, good evening. You are welcome. We are streaming on TikTok, on YouTube, on our YouTube channel at the Leadership Mind School, on TikTok at the Leadership Mind School, on Facebook at the Leadership Mind School, and on X, Twitter at the Leadership Mind School. We are across all these platforms to ensure that no one is left behind in this amazing and innovative platform. Tonight, we shall be dealing on a very strategic, sensitive subject that is titled productivity and execution. Now, just think about it as an individual, as an organization, as a leader or an emerging leader. How productive are you? Are you very productive? These are the kind of thoughts that I want to be enveloping you as we engage in this subject. How productive are you as an individual? Do you execute your goals with precision? So, productivity and precision, productivity and execution is key, is essential to leadership. So, thank you, everyone. Let me just take this little time to acknowledge the presence of my very good brother, Comrade Evans, Mr. Augustine, Oyedele Deborah. You are the Deborah in the house, the Deborah in this community, anchoring everyone, anchoring the platform for us right from the very beginning. Deborah, I appreciate you. Augustine, every one of you, I appreciate you. So when you immediately join the live, please just drop in the chat where you are streaming from. And perhaps if you have something interesting you do, you can also take a moment to also market yourself to this global community. Before we go deep into the subject of today, what is the Leadership Mind School? Why are we here? Why do we do the things that we do? To the glory of God, I have been privileged to have gone through series of education, and I understand the value. I understand the value. Ayomide, you are welcome. Pookie, thank you. Mr. Hizek, thank you. Thank you, everyone on TikTok joining. So today, the Leadership Mind School was born out of the need to profile, to fill in the gap within the leadership space across the world. people are lamenting, people are complaining on not any other thing but leadership. Because every other thing we do in life anchors on leadership. If in any organization, the moment you get leadership right, every other thing will naturally take its course. But if leadership continue to go wrong, every other thing will suffer for it. And we all can agree, it's a common fact, that education is not cheap. Education is expensive. But like someone said in the past, that if you say education is expensive, then try ignorance. So, but what then can we do? Ogechi, you are welcome. Priscilla, you are welcome. What then can we do? Because the more the people are uneducated, the more they are limited. So the Leadership Mind School is clearly born to bridge that gap, to open up the education space, to open up the knowledge bank, to educate people, to enlighten people, to empower people, to teach people, to show them the way to go and give them guidance and direction so that people can be well guided. So far, within the few months of our establishment, we are so glad we have seen and we are monitoring the progress of those within our community. And within this space, within the few weeks, we shall be recognizing those who we believe by our own criteria have been consistent since they became part of this community and that have shown proofs of the teachings that we are doing. Because the Leadership Mind School is a holistic platform. It's not just to teach, it's also an empowerment platform. We are not like the average regular platforms. This is just one arm of what we do. We're an education platform, but also we are leveraging the social media space. That is why within this short time, right now, we are streaming, as I can see everyone, on 4 major platforms, just to ensure that no one has excuse not to be part of this growing movement. Someone will tell you it's not on this platform, so we are making it very easy. Mr. Osagi, David, thank you. You are welcome. Good evening. We are opening up the space because the truth is, the knowledge you have to a great extent will determine how far you go. So let's proceed. All right, before we proceed, let me just finally welcome and appreciate Chioma. You are welcome. Olabisi Jegede, you are welcome. My brother Osage, you are welcome. And everyone on board tonight. I'm excited that you're here. Please just drop likes, drop comments. If you hear the teachings that reflects to you, drop it in the comment section so that those that will be watching this broadcast, even after now, will also have something to relate with and share it to your community. Encourage everyone to be part of this teaching. Productivity and execution. Turning vision into measurable action. Like I said earlier, lots of us are not productive enough. A lot of people, they like the word productivity. But if you are not productive, you will soon become redundant. Productivity is key in any sector, in any area of your existence. What are the objectives of this teaching today? First is to help you, every participant, to translate vision into a well-structured plan. People are not suffering from lack of vision. Most people have vision, but how will you now translate that vision to make it productive? How will you execute that vision to bring it into fruition? So we'll be teaching tonight. Mrs. Uzoma, you are welcome. We'll be teaching tonight how to turn this vision into a structured execution plan by building systems, developing habits, and that will now lead you into measurable progress. Any progress that you cannot measure will always be a question mark. Secondly, we shall be teaching our participants today, we shall be equipping you with the required discipline. We shall be equipping you with the right tools, the right systems, and giving you the execution mindset required, because execution is a mindset. There are people that know how to execute things. The world is not lacking thinkers. The world is lacking executioners. Even myself seated here, there are lots of plans, lots of things that I have upstairs to bring to fruition. I equally need executioners. The world is yearning not for talkers. There are several smooth talkers everywhere, but the world is yearning for executioners. So we shall be giving you this execution mindset that will enable you to convert vision into tangible results. I hope you've gotten that point. So these are the key objectives of this teaching tonight. And the tools that you will leave here with, number one, is a clear execution framework. If you have been here long enough, you know I so much love the word framework. Framework. So we shall be giving you the tool of clear exit, because everything stands on a framework, and giving you also practical productivity habits. Productivity is a habit. Idleness is equally a habit. So also we shall be giving you the tool, the ability that will move you from ideation, from intention into measurable outcomes. It is not enough to have good intention. Thank you, Ms. Uzoma. Lots of people have gone to the great beyond with good intention. While it is good to have good intention, it's basic, it's very good to have good intention, but you must develop a clear execution framework. Good intention will never take you anywhere. Nobody fulfills destiny. Nobody leads effectively just because they have good intention. As a matter of fact, the fact that you have good intention is already a limitation. The fact that you have good intention is already a limitation in our world today. So, vision is powerful. Vision is essential. But vision alone cannot and does not produce results. Vision is powerful. Write the vision, make it plain, that he will run with it that readeth it. It is powerful, it is good. But vision alone will never produce results. A man with only a vision, it's like the man who only laid the foundation to a building and refused to lay blocks on it. That is the difference between a visionaire and an executioner. Many leaders have ideas. Most of us have ideas. If I ask us now, I think I should be bringing this up very soon. If I ask us now to bring up our ideas, financial ideas, economic ideas, you will see we have an idea bank. People don't lack ideas. Many leaders have ideas, including yourself. Many have plans, including yourself. But only a few leaders, only a few of us consistently execute the idea. Ideal is good. Plans are beautiful. But an executioner is better. An executioner is better. So, idea, plan, and execute. Develop an idea, your vision, plan it effectively. Please let me write this down because I won't like to forget it. Idea, plan, and execute. So if you stop at the idea stage or you stop at the planning stage, no matter how beautiful your plan is, just imagine an architect draws a house, or you want to build a house, you want to erect a structure. You already have the picture of what you want. That is an idea. You went a step further to engage an architect to draw, you describe the idea, and he puts the idea in a plan. That is planning. No matter how beautiful that plan is, be it the world #1 architect who drew it, that plan can never bring the idea to life except an executioner begin to execute it. So oftentimes, most of us stop at the idea stage. Some goes further to stopping at the planning stage, but a very limited few actually gets to the third stage, which is the execution stage. And that is where we are going. It is my expectation that at the end of this teaching, please, I know how it works with a lot of us. There are several reasons why your idea, to you, there are several reasons why your idea has not progressed from the vision idea stage to the planning stage. There are several reasons why your plans have not materialized into execution. But never worry, don't justify errors. Don't justify lack of progress. No. Just have an open mind toward this teaching and apply and be prepared to apply some of these principles, and just watch and see how you will scale upward in this. So what then is the difference between the man or the woman with an idea, the one with a plan, and the one that went all the way to execution? What is the difference? The difference is not intelligence. Somebody will say, I'm not intelligent enough, I'm not this, I'm not that. No, sir. According to that our political man in Nigeria, say, no, sir. Let me borrow that leaf. No, sir, please. The difference is not intelligence. Now, let me let me even shock you a little bit. The difference is not financial resources, because a whole lot of us we say, if you ask in the platform now, people will tell you money problem. No, 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 no. Because I have seen people in my little time of consulting and relating with people. I have seen people, Sarah, welcome, at least three later, 1999 or so, welcome. I have seen people, Harry Don, you are welcome. I have seen people who initially thought their challenge or their limitation was finances. But when finances was deployed into their planning, into their idea, they failed to execute. Haven't you seen people with little or no financial resources go ahead to executing? So the difference is not intelligence. The difference is not lack of finances. The difference is discipline. The difference is discipline. Listen, execution is simply means the ability to consistently translate your plans. Listen, execution is the ability to consistently translate plans, meaning you must have an idea. You must now have a plan, because if you don't have a plan, what will you execute? Is the ability to consistently translate that plan, which I gave an illustration to the architect's drawing of a building plan, to consistently translate the plan, translate your ideas, translate your vision into measurable action and results. Into measurable. The, the last week or 2 weeks ago, we talked in one of our teachings about measuring your goals. So vision inspires. It is very good to be inspired. But inspiration is not enough. Somebody said, sir, I love your motivational teaching. I said, no, I'm not a motivational talker. I'm not a motivational teacher. I am an educator. Because why? My sister Glory, you're welcome. Thank you for joining us. Why? Vision inspires. It is very good to be inspired. Don't get me wrong. But it is execution that delivers. Now, you and I, we've been inspired so many times. Sometimes you go for a presentation, you go for a program, someone speaks to you, you are just inspired. You just catch the fire. But if you don't translate it into execution, the fire will quench, it will go down. So, execution is the territory of effective leaders. Execution is the territory. There is no magic wand anywhere. No, 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 no. Your ability. That's why I said, and I need you to write it down. Somebody please drop it in the chat. Vision inspires, but execution delivers. Inspiration will not deliver, cannot deliver. It can only inspire you towards the delivery, but you must deliver it. So, what I want to throw this first question to the house, and I will really be very happy to get our responses, because it will really show that we are following. So, this is a very open question. What stops you from executing consistently? as an individual, because this teaching, I want this teaching to be triggering something, triggering you towards executing. You should be looking out for what is hanging. What is it that I've been procrastinating about? Number one, I'm giving you options. What stops you from executing consistently? A, procrastination. So you can just type it in the chat. Procrastination. B, distractions. C, lack of structure. And D, inconsistency. What stops you? Lion David, you are welcome. Thank you. What stops you from executing consistently? Please let us like, let us share this live session, invite as many, tag as many people to join us. My big brother John Ekato, thank you. You are welcome, sir. Please, those of you just joining us, please drop in the chat where you are streaming from. And if you don't mind, if you have something very good you're doing to share with the community, please share. So, what is it that stops you from executing? Identification is the beginning of solution. What you don't identify, you cannot treat. That is why in medical world, even in scientific world, you diagnose before administering treatments. So when you drop this in the chat, something comes inside you that makes that into lose grip over you. These things are scientific. So what stops you from executing consistent? Some of you have had beautiful plans, great plans, but they just fizzled out. Because why? You stop executing. Finance, young Daniel, finance is not part of the options I gave. Because I know everybody will go to finance and I've treated it. Thank you. Okay, you had earlier written distraction. Thank you. So number one, I said procrastination. A, procrastination. B, distraction. C, I said lack of structure. D, inconsistency. What stops you? Drop it in the chat and we'll be dealing with all of this in the course of the teaching. Young Daniel, you really got me like mine is finance. Okay, if you don't mind, book a session with me and I would like to engage with you, and you may be amazed that it's really not finance after all. 95% of people that have reached out in this manner that thought their challenges were finance ended up not there. Let me tell you, if you are not prepared, no matter the amount of finance that is committed into the vision, it will waste. If you are not prepared, no matter the amount of resources committed into that is why personally, before I even seek to empower people, I must bring them to a level of knowledge, because it will be a waste. Thank you, my sister Glory. So let's proceed into the core of this teaching. Moyoshore, you are the ever-present YouTuber. Thank you for joining us. You've been very consistent and I acknowledge you for that. Vision, this segment, we shall be talking about vision without execution. Vision without execution is an illusion. Please, don't share your vision with me if you are not willing to execute it. Oftentimes, when people bring things to me in terms of vision, in terms of plan, I just do a SWOT analysis. This one keep telling us what we are. I do. That is talking about your strengths, SWOT, strengths, weaknesses. Just run a SWOT analysis of what you are bringing. Are you ready to go the way? Are you ready to execute? Because you can't bring a vision that you are not committed to. So vision without execution is illusion. Please, let's listen to this. All around us, there are people that can fuel our vision. There are people that can finance, that can bankrupt your vision. But people are waiting to see the extent, how far you can go towards executing it. So many leaders, at the Leadership Mind School, every one of us, we are seen as leaders because we believe that each one of us has what it takes to lead. So many leaders overestimate planning. While it is good to plan, but most of us, we overestimate planning and we underestimate execution. Planning is good, but planning without execution is useless. Please stop telling people about your plan. Tell people about what you are executing and how you are executing it. So, vision, I repeat, without execution is illusion. Thank you, Doreen, for dropping it in the chat. And never, most of us, we overestimate. You are planning, you are planning, you are planning and planning. We overestimate planning. As a matter of fact, plan 40% and execute 60%. Yes, I can tell you that. Plan 40% and execute 60%. Because your planning is a waste. Your planning is a waste without your execution. So why bother to plan when you are unwilling to execute? So ideas do not create impact. No. Sam Adeyemi wrote and said, and I quote, ideas rule the world. Yes, beautiful. But ideas without execution is stale. So ideas do not create impact. It is execution that does. Majority of us on the platform today, we are from a common nation, a common community, a common environment. You agree with me that we have people talk and they love to talk, but they are unwilling to walk the talk. Listen, the world is seeking for executioners, not talkers. What can you do? That's what the developed world is about. What can you do? What have you done? And what are you doing? What can you do? What have you executed? That's why what we are building will challenge the status quo of our education of certificates, education that prioritize paper. That is why people can enter into the highest position of the land on questionable certificates. And we are all seeing the chaos in our leadership today. Vision without execution is illusion. I love that so much, and that is what it is. So ideas do not create impact. Thank you for your ideas. Thank you very much. But we want to appreciate what you have executed or what you are executing. That is why, you see, it's even a biblical principle. The rich will keep getting richer. The have will keep having. The one who has talent and went to bury it, you know the story. So whatever you have, execute with it, trade with it. If you tell me now that you are not doing anything, you are this and that, what you are just telling me is that, sorry to use the word, you are useless. If you're just telling somebody now in this 21st century or 20, you are not sick, you are not handicapped, that you are not doing it because you want pity. No. What are you executing? What can you execute? Yes, the rich will keep getting richer because nobody will invest in someone who is not executing anything at this time and age. So planning is important. Please don't get me wrong. I'm a planner. I have 10 years plan. I have goals. It's not today I've been planning. Those who know me for long, those in my circle, you every year you must come. What is your plan for the year? What is your plan for the next decade? Every day, what is your plan for the next decade? I was much younger when I started doing all of those things. So planning is important, but action is essential. Action is essential. Haven't you noticed? Sometimes you plan, I will do this, I will do this, I will do that, I will do this, I will do this, I will do that. The next thing, that thing you are saying you will do, someone is already doing it. And you say, hey, this thing, oh, now maybe one drum, oh, I wanted to do this one, oh, but the person is already executing. So, planning is important. Please plan. But I beg you, act on your plan because action is essential. Now, these are key truths. I saw someone said when he met, he said, I thought my helper, there is no helper anywhere. Oh. No helper anywhere. It's only a waster that will help a waster. Only a waster that will seek to help a non-entity. Somebody that is not an executioner. So let's proceed. Results comes from repeated efforts. Result comes from repeated efforts, not repeated unexecuted efforts. Results comes from repeated efforts. You tried and failed yesterday, you try again. You tried and failed yesterday, you try again. You know what you have learned? You have learned how not to fail. I gave an illustration last week or so. I said, assuming you're going on a journey. As a matter of fact, many years ago, I was driving from Abuja to Ota, Ogun State. I was so excited. My first time on the road, I was driving a Jeep. I got to a junction. I got to the junction and I said, there ain't no map as it is today. In that part, no map. And I got to the junction and I asked, where Lagos Road here? And the person gave me a direction that inside me, I sensed it was not so because I didn't see other vehicles, those transporters going that way. But because I had no other information, I went. I got to like 30 minutes into the road. I said, no, this cannot be the road. So I failed on that part. But it has to then be the next junction, the next part, because a T junction, you either go here, but if I had stayed on that spot, procrastinating, making indecision, that's what I said last week, that indecision is equally a decision, but with a greater risk, with a higher risk. So results come from repeated efforts, not repeated unexecuted or unexecutable ideas. Oh, I was on TikTok, Juliet, but TikTok is on. Yes, TikTok is on. Thank you. TikTok is on. We are on TikTok. We are streaming on TikTok, on YouTube, on Facebook, and on X, Twitter. So anyone. So thank you. Now, Juliet, let me ask you, were you having any challenge on TikTok? You need to see us. I see we have a good number of people on the TikTok. Please drop in the comment section. Let me know if you had a challenge connecting with us on TikTok. Thank you. So let's proceed. So repeated effort. Please never be afraid to put in the effort. Never be afraid to put in the effort. Effort will make you better. People may laugh at you, people may mock you, but remember, like thank you, Julia, for your feedback. One of my great mentors said, he said, if they don't mock you, God cannot make you. So people, in fact, I told somebody humorously a few hours ago, or it was yesterday also, I said, look, if you are afraid, if you are ashamed, if you are shy, you can never make money. You can never succeed. You can never succeed in anything. So you must take it off. You must keep making efforts. Even if you fail, please try again. Even if you failed yesterday, please try again. Try and try and try until you get it, and you will surely get it. Because nothing beats the power of consistency. So let's proceed. What are the common leadership gaps? Because the leadership mind school were primarily about mitigating the gaps in leadership, because there are a lot of gaps in leadership. People just think leadership is by age in some places. People think leadership is by position. People think leadership. No, it's absolutely not. So leaders often make certain mistakes, and I will be breaking down these mistakes to you. Number one, common mistakes, common leadership gaps, the gaps we have noticed after series of research and study. Number one, which is very key, leaders, most people, they start doing too many things at the same time. They start doing too many things at the same time. Please listen. You cannot beat the power of focus. I read the book. Who wrote that book again? Some years ago, titled, you can go check it out, The Power of Focus. And that book transformed my leadership. Nothing can overrun a focused person. Nothing can defeat a consistent person. Nothing. Discouragement cannot. Attacks cannot. In fact, attacks strengthens their resolve. Attacks is a booster to them. So leaders start many things. So you need to go back. You need to go back to your drawing board and review. Yinka, please focus on the teaching and just flow. And review. What are the things? What are the gaps in my leadership? You cannot do too many things as a starter at the same time. Look at it. Even, let me use the illustration of Dangote. Even Dangote, a leading entrepreneur in Africa and in the world, not only that. From sugar, he got into spaghetti. The success was not too much. He got into cement. He stabilized one after the other into production. The Peugeot in Kaduna, into vehicle production, one after the other, until he hit this big one. Now doing oil. Focus part time. He had the capacity to do many things now. Salt, yes. One after the other. When we started this Leadership Mind School, we developed website, we started Facebook, gradually, one after the other. That is the model. Even when you have the resources, start one after the other. Number two, leadership gap. Leaders don't seek to finish one before you are struggling with one. Most people now, they are struggling with one. Somebody is a teacher. You have not made yourself the teacher. Because in anything you do, you must make yourself the person. You must get to yourself, my brother, courage, Wemudia, you are welcome. You must get to the point where you become the person in that thing. You get to where any industry, any area, you should be a compulsory solution in the environment. That if you are not there, you will be. I tell people, anyway, there are people on this life today, with all due respect to everyone, but if they are not here today, I will know. Can you imagine? With people from different nations connecting to the live session every Saturday. But there are certain persons that if they are not here, I will know and I will feel the impact because of their level of engagement. So that is it. So you must deal with, when you start things, deal with them one after the other. That's why we have phase one. See people building estates. Look at estate developers. They segment their field into phases. After doing phase one, people are fully subscribed to it. They move to phase two, and they progress in that order. So also, as leaders, emerging leaders, irrespective of your departments, irrespective of your sector, you must learn to face your engagements. Thirdly, the third leadership gap is people don't follow through on their ideas. The moment they hit, Fatima, thank you very much. I can see you. You are a long watcher and rising star in our life. Thank you. The moment they see a brick wall, listen, obstacles are there to motivate you. Look at it. What's this sport again? There is this sport that, is it long jump now? No, not long jump. There is a sport that the athletes will first need to run and now match a path that will trust the path. So somebody else sees that thing as an obstacle, but somebody else sees the thing as an elevator, as what will elevate you. So please, as leaders, stop seeing obstacles for what they are. See it as what you want. High jump. Thank you. Thank you, Doreen. See it as your trust to the high jump, to what will take you up. I, as a person, sincerely, sometimes I celebrate obstacles. The past few days, if you notice, those following very well will notice obstacles everywhere. But let me tell you, those obstacles are the launch pad you need to take you to your high place in leadership, in business, and in everything that you do. So, what are the leadership gaps? Listen, execution. Yes, execution is the bridge. Execution is the bridge between your vision and your results. This is your vision. This is your results. In the middle is your execution. How committed are you to executing? How committed are you to executing? How committed are you to executing your vision? Someone said, must you be doing this live every Saturday? This one, what if you finish everything you know to teach? I said, well, every Friday you go to mosque, every Sunday you go to church, in fact you go to midweek, in fact some do service every day, but you go, they teach you every day. So commitment, execution is the bridge. If, listen, no matter even if your vision was scripted from Harvard, your vision was scripted by the best brains, like I used the drawing plan, the best architect drew something for you, and you are holding it, you are holding on to it like this. Hey, you are holding on to it, my drawing plan. Oh, beautiful house, great house, look at my building. Oga, madam, it will remain on the paper forever, without you getting a bricklayer, without you getting going to getting an engineer, going to execute that building plan. So many people have plans. It's in their wardrobe, it's in their cupboard, it's on their shelf. It's just cooling off. I have vision, great vision. I have a beautiful plan. If you see my plan, oh, this is the reason my plan did not come to pass. Listen, nobody is the reason for you not executing. No, you are the reason, and you must take charge. You must take responsibility. Execution. Again, listen, a great vision. A great vision without execution will only remain a great intention. A great vision without execution will only remain a beautiful intention. I told us earlier, I said intentions are good. Intentions are lovely. In fact, you must have good intention towards humanity, towards your community, towards everyone, because you need it. But let me shock you, intention is never enough. No, execution is the territory. I say that again, is the reign of effective leaders. Now, let's proceed. Please share the live. If you're on X, please share it. If you're on TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, let's just spread the word to as many as are available within our network. Thank you, young Daniel. I appreciate you. So, what vision have you executed? I want you to reflect on this. It's a reflective question. What vision have you been able to take an idea? Have you been able to conceive an idea? Listen, any idea that does not face challenges, that does not face obstacle, that idea is not worth executing. Because why? Any genuine idea must attract opposition. Any genuine idea, any idea that will change humanity must attract opposition in all forms. So, what vision have you not executed? Please reflect on this, and let's proceed to the second segment of this teaching. Thank you very much. I appreciate every one of you on the live. Please share, tag your friends, invite members of your community, be liking it, drop all the gift for those of you on TikTok, whatever you can do, promote. Let's just keep pushing it and keep enjoying the moment and be taking down your lessons. Lion David, Chioma, Jegede, Dorin, every one of you, I thank you and appreciate you. My sister, that's my beautiful sister from Ireland, Glory. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Thank you. So let's proceed. Now, in this segment, we shall be talking about the execution framework. We are now getting to the core of the teaching. The execution framework. Listen, leaders need systems. Leaders need systems. Anything that works on a system. Think about it. Anything of note that is working on a system. So as an individual, you must have systems that guide your operation. We are talking about frameworks, the execution frameworks. So leaders You, my dear friend, you need system that will move you from idea. You know, in management, there's what we call the ideation stage that will move you from idea into results. Listen, the world will never celebrate your idea, but the world will celebrate your results. The world is not structured to celebrate ideas. No matter, leaders are supposed to support us with our vision, but will not see you like that. The day will be using someone as a slave. Olabisi, thank you for what you have written. I love that. But now you are the leader now, because this teaching is about us now. We are dealing with ourselves now. Because please, some of these comments, I am liking them, I love them. And someone like Jegede, please, if you can get an appointment, let's have a one-on-one. Because you see, we must cure ourselves of this mentality of them, because it will never help us. It will never help us. We must help ourselves, and that is the essence. The world, thank you, young Daniel, I'm liking what you're doing. The world will not celebrate your ideas, yes, but rather, no matter how beautiful, in fact, people will steal your idea to go and execute it before you. That is how key the subject of execution is. There are people all over the place looking for idea. They will steal, they will take. The world will never, in fact, they will mock your beautiful idea. They will mock it, they will scorn it, all in a bid to discourage it, all in a bid to kill it, to take it off. So the world, stop. Even you, yes, it's good to be excited by your idea, but translate that excitement into education, into execution. Translate, my friend Gabazino, you are welcome, thank you. Translate your ideas into execution, because no matter how beautiful your ideal is, people are just waiting to hear your idea. Okay, you want to do this, you want to do that, because they have the resources. Listen, there is a part of resources, but if you major on the minor, you will lose your majority share. Most of us, we major on the minor. No, resources, finance, everything is good, it's important, it's key. But when it comes to productivity and execution, it's a minor. It's a minor, because everywhere people are looking for who has the idea and is willing to execute. It's 2/3. It's 2/3. Most people don't have 3/3. Most people some have 1/3. Some have the resources, but they have no idea, and they cannot even have the time to execute. You that don't have the resources, the financial resources, why not get an idea and get the framework to execute it? So let's proceed. So leaders need a system that will move you from ideation stage into results, into execution stage. Now we shall be teaching about the 4-step execution framework model. I'll be giving us 4 steps. Please, this video will be available on YouTube anytime, immediately, for us to follow up with and also share them directly to our friends and leaders, because we need to get it right. Look at, was it on Monday here we talked about security, leadership, or chaos, And look at what happened. Just a few 3 days after, we saw it again and everywhere. So we are all affected by poor leadership, and we must walk our way, we must educate our way, we must come out of it. So, number one, the first model in this execution framework is vision. You cannot do anything outside of your vision. Without vision, a leader is limited. Vision is the base. Your vision is your foundation. Any leader, anyone who has no vision already has no future. Because your vision gives you a picture of where you are at the moment to where you want to be at particular time and period, and how to get it done. So, number two, the second model. So, vision is essentially, what do you want to achieve? That is your vision. Somebody will say, okay, let me ask, let me just throw it up. Please help me drop it in the chat, TikTok, anywhere you are. What is your vision? And let me tell you, if you cannot break your vision into a one-line sentence, you need to read, you need to visit, you need to go back again. So let's run a challenge. This is a class. Everybody, let's go. Gio here. I hope I'm correct. Thank you. What's your vision? Abubakar Mustafa, what is your vision? Young Daniel, what is your vision? Choma, what is your vision? Jegede Uzoma, everybody, just give me one sentence. What is your vision? For example, my vision is very clear: to educate, to enlighten, and to raise a new generation of transformational leaders. Clear, simple, precise, concise. So what? Okay, young Daniel, mine is to be a successful businessman. Beautiful. I know, because you are the one that first talk of money that time. So it was the business, and I can't wait to have a section with you. So please follow up on me. So follow up with me on that. I love that. I love business people. So thank you. You are the first responder. Okay, I'm waiting. Uzoma, I'm waiting for us. What is your vision? Let's go. What is your vision? All right. Mr. Godfrey, you are welcome. Thank you, everyone. So let's proceed. What is your vision? Life without vision is meaningless. Yes, network is cracking. Though your network must not crack. Oh, we need to hear your vision. We are waiting. You to TikTok, what are you saying again? Drag. Okay, just a moment. All right. Okay. Okay, I hope I got it right. What is it? Okay. So what is your vision? Please type it in the chat. Type it in the chat. What is your vision? Only so far. Okay, Cynthia, my vision is the clear picture of my future, what I truly want to create for life. I don't understand. That's not clear enough, please. My vision is the clear picture of my future, what I truly want to create. So what is the vision there? You just explained. Uzoma, my vision is to be a business and successful woman on my business. It's okay, that's relative. Jegede said, I want to establish my business to fashion designer store as a school of fashion to teach people. Beautiful, beautiful. So Jegede, we need to talk, follow up, let's talk. I love that. Without vision, a leader is limited. Harry Don, what is your vision? Okay, Supreme on TikTok, he said to own a transportation company. Beautiful, you see, clear and concise. And so everything you are doing now will be geared towards anything outside of transportation company that will be a distraction. Until you are established in transportation company, you cannot go into hotels, you cannot go into industry. Beautiful. My vision is to be a business. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Very, very interesting. I love that. I love the energy in the room, because we need to, first of all, Louis Sazi, thank you and welcome. Good evening, Trisha. You are welcome. So, vision first. Number two, we are talking about the execution framework, the model which our execution plan must stand on. First, we said vision. Secondly, we say goals. You must have goals. Now, what are goals? That is the breaking down of your vision. Somebody said to own a transportation company. Chioma said to lead with purpose and build successful businesses that inspire growth. Let me say this here. At the leadership micro, I'm saying it again. We are not theoretical, we are practical. We will help every of our community member to grow in every way. May Beauty, you are welcome. Louis Sazi, thank you, everyone. I can't appreciate you all enough, but let's keep liking, let's keep sharing, let's keep doing everything to promote this live session across all our platforms, and we continue to focus on the teaching. So, first is vision. Now, let me use the guy that said, okay, my vision is to own a supermarket. Beautiful. Someone said transportation. Let me use, okay, those two are from TikTok. Let me pick another one from Facebook and YouTube. Do we have anybody on X streaming? Okay, I can see you. All right. Now, you want to do a transportation business. You want to do a supermarket. You want to own businesses. Listen, your vision must also be clear. Transportation is a business, so you have to make it clear so that whoever sees it knows. Okay, that's for another time. So break vision into measurable goals, into measurable outcomes. That is it about goals. You have a football team. They are going into a match to play football, 11-11. Why did they call that in goalposts? Because the goal of the football team is to score, to put the ball at the back of the net. No matter how well you play beautifully like Arsenal. You play very well. I heard they just lost a while ago. So all my Arsenal fans in the house, well done. So don't ask me my own club because I don't have a game. But before they used to look like the color of the dress I'm wearing. So now, when the goal of the football team is to score, so you have a vision big. You break the vision. Somebody wants to own a transport company. You start by owning one vehicle. Somebody wants to own a supermarket. You start by owning a store, even an online store. I was talking to someone a while ago. You want to open shop in this time and age, your first interest should not be looking at a physical store. It could be a liability. Is to seek for an online store. In the global world, people begin from where they are. Even Facebook, you know the story now. They started from the garage of their home. Before now, they have big corporations, big offices everywhere, and they can afford it anywhere in the world. So you break vision by between 2026, I must have an online store. Between 2026, I must have a keke, even if it is keke napep, I must have it. Even if it is a mini bus, I must have it. And you do everything within your power, all your energy, you gear them towards getting that goal. That is it about vision and about goals. Thirdly, you set up systems. This is where a lot of us miss it. Systems is you create repeatable processes. repeatable processes. That is what you must do consistently, that is in line with your vision and that is measurable by your goals. Systems is to create a repeatable process. That is why most people who genuinely succeed in life, even when they lose everything, even when they lose everything materially, they still have the system to recreate it anywhere. That is the advantage, the beauty of systems. Even when they lose everything, they still have the system in place to recreate everything. So systems are essential. System is key. So number 4, the fourth one is results. I said the first one is vision. Secondly, you now have to have goals. Thirdly, you now have to create systems. You see, goal cannot come before vision. System cannot come before vision. No, it goes in that order. So fourthly, you now have to generate results. That is, I am my vision, and my vision is me. Thank you. 100% passion for my vision. I must be part of the execution. That is it. Execution is the challenge. So let's proceed. Number 4, I said results. Tracking progress consistently. Anything that is not growing is dying. Anything that is not growing. Leadership is, somebody said leadership is spiritual, and I agree. Leadership is a growing force, it's a living force because it controls everything about our humanity. So, execution discipline can be seen. You see, discipline is crucial. Like I said, it's crucial. Let me give you, who knows Steve Jobs here? If you know Steve Jobs, thank you everyone for your gifts and everything on TikTok, all your likes on Facebook, on TikTok, on YouTube, all your likes. Thank you everyone. Thank you, Christy. You are welcome. Graver, you are welcome. I know Unwankwa is not in the house. If not, I would have I would have felt the impact more. Thank you. I think she just joined us last week for the first time, and the impact was glowing. Okay, if you know Steve Jobs, please just drop in the chat. Let me see. How many of us know Steve Jobs? Steve Jobs. Who knows Steve Jobs in the house? If you know Steve Jobs, please tell us. I want to ask us. I want to give an illustration around this amazing personality, Steve Jobs. Cook with me, Seraphine, Wisdom, Justice JP, Trisha, Chioma. How many of us know Steve Jobs? We must know. Glory, my sister, Glory, everyone. Only Daniel have responded and he said, not at all. Okay. You will know Steve Jobs today. Yes, please drop it in the chat. Drop it in the chat. I want to see your feedback. Who is Steve Jobs? Steve Jobs. Funke Lawa, you are welcome. Ebuka, you are welcome. Everyone, welcome to this live session. Welcome to this live session titled Productivity and Execution. Thank you, Pastor Rufus. Thank you. How many of us know Steve Jobs? Please tell me now in the comment section, who is Steve Jobs? Abba, we can't do this. We can't do it. Dori, noted. Thank you. Who is Steve Jobs? Okay, we'll be stuck here. If we know, we'll build the class out. I don't know. Oh my God. Who is Steve Jobs? Okay. I won't tell you, but you need to know. You need to know. You need to know. And tell us in the comment section, Steve Jobs. Now, this amazing character. Okay. Thank you, Pastor Rufus. You just built the class. The founder of Apple, an amazing product, global brand, breathtaking brand that most people are captivated about. Now, Steve Jobs is an example of discipline. He executed discipline, and this can be seen in his leadership style. He emphasized focus. He emphasized focus. He emphasized simplicity, and above all, structured execution. You see, when he started with Apple, it was like a joke, and today it's a signature product. You have iPhone, everything, on the class of its own. This is an example of what execution, precision execution. So, please listen, if you don't build systems, because we must be interested in building systems. Steve Jobs built system that is outliving him. Your vision? How committed are you to the vision? If you don't build systems, you will depend on the system of others. If you don't build systems, you will be depending on moods, on your mood. That is, when you feel okay, you will do it. If you don't feel okay, if somebody just offend you, you will do it. For instance, now the system we have built with the Leadership Mind School now, except there's a structural adjustment. Everything I do now, everything we do at the Leadership Mind School now is built to fit into, everything must come after 8 p.m. Saturday. It's a set time, system. Nothing can change it. The other time, somebody was, why are you rushing? Like this, like this. Is it you must start 8 o'clock? I said, System. Someone else can come at any time. I said, we are not content creators. We are not motivational. We are educators. Educators. And what you teach, you must preach. So if you don't build systems, you will be dependent on other people's system. Systems is what sustains what motivation starts. I told you earlier on that it is good to be inspired. It is good to be inspired, but it is not enough. Inspiration is not enough. Inspiration is not enough. So you can be motivated, but motivation is not enough. If you don't put systems in place, inspiration, one day you will be demotivated. Let me even go there. Sometimes you will be demotivated. Sometimes you will not be inspired. But systems will keep things working, will keep things flowing. So let me throw this question again. Please, I want Pastor Rufus, thank you very much for the response to that question. You build the class out. So which of these 4 steps do you struggle with the most? Do you have a clear vision? If your challenge is vision, you need to start by encapsulating, that is, understanding your vision. What is even my vision? Do I have a vision? How do you get vision? What you love to do, your area of interest could be your area of vision. What you receive from divinity could be your area of vision. So under this vision, what are my goals? These are the places, these are the points where you need mentors to help you analyze your goals. So what systems, the missing link to execution most time is systems. Because I tell you the truth, you need high level of discipline to set up systems that you yourself will be subjected to. That's why our leadership is failing everywhere, because leaders are not, they don't want to operate under the system. Every leader wants to operate outside the system. And that is the key difference between the developed world and the underdeveloped world, or the developing world, as they tend to hype us. Systems. There are certain things that you cannot do, no matter who you are, no matter your position in authority in the developed world. So systems is crucial. Systems will sustain what motivation starts. Please, it's good to be motivated. We all need motivation. But above that, we need systems. So, which of these four steps do you struggle with? Oh, somebody said area of vision. Thank you for your clarity, Christy. Thank you. So you need to get a vision. And this way we need to seek people, reach out to people, engage to people that seems to know what you don't know. People that seems to want to relate, or that seems to have the understanding that you may not have. So this next phase, we shall be talking this third segment. Thank you, everyone. Thank you very much. I can see all my beautiful people on TikTok doing amazing things there. I appreciate you all. Facebook community, the YouTube and X, please, let's keep sharing the live. Let's tag as many of our friends to join in this. So time, discipline, and focus. Segment 3. This is where oftentimes we get it wrong. We get it wrong. Time, execution. Time. In execution, time discipline is key. Time, discipline, and focus. Listen, time is the most limited leadership presence. You can lose anything and get it back. But when you lose time, it's forever lost. So lead time is the most limited leadership resource. I humorously told somebody a few moments before this live session, I said, now time obviously seems to be, the 24 hours time seems not to be enough. It seems not to be enough. And yet, you see people tell you that we are whiling away time. You are wasting. Those who waste time ends up being wasters in life. Those who think, who speak, who think they are wasting time, they end up being wasters. Time is a common productivity killer. Nothing destroys productivity like time. If you don't manage your time well, you can never be productive as a person. So, in this segment, we shall be looking at what are the common productivity killers. We have talked so much on execution, which is key. With the limited time we have, we shall be dealing on productivity. Number one productivity killer is distraction. Distraction. Like I remarked earlier, and I advise everyone, look for that book, get it, The Power of Focus. Because distraction is the enemy of effectiveness, is the enemy of productivity. Number two is poor planning. It is being commonly said that those who fail to plan already plan to fail. So if you can overcome distraction, how to overcome distraction is by focus. If you can overcome poor planning, how do you overcome poor planning? By planning effectively. Number three common productivity killers is lack of priority. Life itself is on the premise of priority. Those who get their priorities right are those that will be effective in leadership. Priority. We must learn to prioritize everything we do. For instance, now, what is the scale of your priority? Some persons don't have priority. Anything come, anything goes. Anything. Your effectiveness should be your priority. Your productivity, anything that keeps you productive should be your priority. Anything that keeps you productive should be your priority. Another common productivity killer is overcommitment. This is a bit tricky. Is it good to be committed? Yes. Faith meets, you have been conspicuously absent. I'm seeing you for the first time. Good evening, you are welcome. You have been overcommitment is another salient productivity killer. Is it good to be committed? Yes. Overcommitment in the sense that you must prioritize your commitment. What is the level of my commitment towards A, B, C, and D? My brother Sonny Baba, you are welcome. So you must learn. You see, God forbid, that is our word where we are coming from. Anything we say God forbid, but it's not even issue of God forbid. It's just like now you committing to somebody that will be undermining you behind you. You pour in your heart into supporting somebody who, okay, I wrote this somewhere yesterday. I said, it was even like a prayer. I said, may you not be in a situation where you put somebody's own on your head, and the person cannot even put your own on his shoulder. I don't know if this illustration works. Over commitment. Mina, you're welcome. Thank you for YouTube, TikTok. Thank you for joining the live session. So over commitment is also a salient. You need to understand this very, very well, because it's good to be committed. It's good to be very, very committed. But if you are over committed to something that cannot give you the energy back. Yes, Supreme on TikTok said jumping fence for who cannot cross gutter for you. No. So you must assess and reassess your commitment level to individuals, to your team, and to your organization. All right. So we must understand that as for you to be effective as a leader, there are common leadership principles that you must develop. This is also forming part of your system. You must understand that. Rosa, thank you for joining the live. Thank you very much. I appreciate you all. Life, not everything, not everyone deserves your attention. Hi, Rosa, thank you for joining the live. Not everything, not everyone is worthy of your attention. Please, my friends, I want you to And I hope I'm communicating here and you're understanding it. Not everything, not everyone deserves your attention. I learned this a little bit late, but I believe that I learned this so that I can effectively teach this. Thank you, Rosa. Thank you. Thank you for following. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you. Not everyone, yes, thank you, Faith. Not everyone deserves, not everyone, not everything deserves your attention. Please listen. If you give everyone your attention, you will eventually lose focus. If you give everything your attention, you will eventually lose focus. And the people you gave everything will return back to fault you. Do you understand that? So focus. The reason for this is that focus is what determines productivity. Focus is what determines productivity. Miracle. Thank you. Okay. All right. No problem. Miracle will talk. Just stay here. Can you follow me, Rosa? All right. I'll do that after this session. This teaching is live on 4 platforms. So I will engage you after this live session. So we're on YouTube, Facebook, and X at the same time. So I may not be able to do some things on a particular screen at the moment. Thank you very, very much. So I will do that. I'll follow you back. All right. So let's proceed. So not focus determines productivity. Any of you working in a production firm, physical production now of materials or products, you will agree with me, it's like a regimented system. Because if you lose focus on a thing, either the machines will break down or there will be a negative disruption in the system. So focus is essential. Now, listen to this again. In this session, I'll be giving you practical strategies to enhancing your focus and to improving your productivity. Miracle, thank you very, very much. Cook with me, thank you for sending the rose. Thank you, thank you, thank you, everyone. So let's proceed. So, number one practical strategy, which I want you to take note very well, is you must prioritize high impact task. You don't put your because you can't prioritize everything. Like they say, master, how did they put that in again? Jack of all trade is master of none, right? So that is telling you about priority. Put your priority, get your priority right from tonight. So Nibaba, thank you for all the likes. So prioritize high impact. What is the value? For me, those who are valuable to me, I must be valuable to them. It's not an emotional state. No. Like someone remarked a few years ago, I'm sure we all saw it. He said, value for value. Value will value you. Simple, clear, concise. Of course, you need to have gotten to a certain stage in life. Cook with me, thank you, thank you, thank you all for the invites. Playfire, Sonny Baba, thank you, thank you, thank you for Rosa, thank you everyone for following me and for the likes and everything. I love you all, thank you. So let's proceed. So you must give people back the end. You say, I'm working on a series that will be very impactful, that will open up value. Please, I beg you, work on your value system. Improve your value. Because the way the world is going now, resources will be attracted to people of value. Resources will be attracted to people. It will be like a magnet to people over not emotion. Leave all this emotional thing. You have not this emotional drama. No, 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 no. That's not where the world is going. So, what now? I said prioritize high impact tasks, high impact people, people that impact your life more, give them more. So, also, you must learn to schedule your day intentionally. Everything I will do for next week, next month, they are well documented. All you need to do is plus, minus, put in. Don't live your life unregimented. No, document. Schedule your planning. Schedule your day intentionally. Anything that is not in your schedule, before you will bring it in, you must be sure that it aligns with your vision and your goal. And number 3, eliminate unnecessary activities. Unnecessary activities. You still find people without vision, without goal. You are in this party today, you are in this one tomorrow, you are going when you should be sitting down to learn. To learn. Play Fire, thank you for the invite. Jesse Furniture, thank you. You are welcome. Prosperous, thank you. So, eliminate unnecessary activities and protect focused work time. Protect. You see, everything is desiring to steal your focus. Everything is desirous to take away your focus, because the leadership space, the global space, there is a global contention everywhere. That's why if you are online, you see this advert, you see this one stroll here, this one, everything is contending for your attention. And once you shift from your goal, you are distracted. Some persons have taken a leap out of their vision and they never regain the vision. So do everything to protect your focus. This is where the place of mentorship. Please, my people, prioritize mentors over and above funders. A mentor can give you access to funding, but funders may not give you access to mentorship. You cannot count 2 before 1. Bolabo, thank you very much for joining and for following us on TikTok. Thank you for being on for this long. Thank you. We can see you, one of our long time watchers on TikTok. All right, so let's proceed. So we must please do everything. See, you know that precious jewel for the beautiful women in the house that have jewelries of any kind that you value, or our men, or what people value most these days is basically their phones that you guide jealously. That is how you should guide. You should guard your focus. I don't want to lose focus. I don't want to lose focus. I must not lose focus. Because, listen, the greatest enemy of man is distraction. The greatest enemy of leaders. That's why people who get into positional leadership, after a while, when you hold them to account for what they said they would do when they enter into the office and what is now happening under their position, they are simply amazed. But Mr. Man, you said you are going to give power. You said you are going to do this. You said you are going to do that. They find a way around it. They find a way out of it. They find a way around it. Because why? They have lost focus. And once you lose focus, it's difficult to regain focus. Queen Ivy, thank you. Thank you for joining. Everyone, Queen Kemishola, thank you. Play Fire, thank you. Everyone, thank you to this amazing community. So, the last segment of this teaching, which is going to be the crowning one, is consistency. Let me repeat this again. You see, the reason why each time I see people succeeding in any space, I'm excited. I'm genuinely excited. I like to see people succeed. I love to see people succeed. I've said this before during one of our live sessions. Some people, when they see someone succeed, the first thing they see is the negativity around. Tawakat, you are welcome. I'm just seeing you for the first time today. Thank you. Welcome for joining the live. Thank you for your comments. Consistency is the secret of execution. You cannot be an executioner without consistency. The reason is, I will not despair. I will not give up. I must be consistent. I must stay on. I must stay up. Listen, I keep telling people, the fact that when you fail, it is not you alone that has failed, but there is a generation of people that is connected to your ascension. Queen Ivy, thank you. You are doing the queen walk on TikTok. Thank you. You are welcome. I love the energy in the room. Thank you, everyone. So there is need. You must be consistent. It is not easy to maintain consistency. I can tell you the truth. There was a time many years ago, I operated a business. I don't know if any of you are in the community in Kefi, Nasarawa State. I operated a business consistently for years. That business never went down once, was never closed once. In good times, in bad times, I was so consistent to the extent that the business became a confluence center. Senators within the region, even the governor, the top business people, everyone, you must just come to that business center, that place. It became the place within the community. What started small became something that ran for decades. Of course, after I outgrew that phase, that same consistency could not be maintained. What you are not consistent in, people will not key into it. What you are not consistent with, people will not trust it. You start something today, you drop it tomorrow. You start next one, next tomorrow, you say, hey, this is where it's happening now, you run there. This is where it's, and you know the way the world is working now. The way the world is working now. You do one thing today, before you know, tomorrow another one is up. So you must stay true, be consistent. Consistency is what turns effort into evidence. Consistency is what turns effort. That little effort you are making, please, I beg you, I'm teaching you, stay committed to it. Stay true to it. Don't give up on it. Your little effort in your leadership space, keep doing it. Don't give up. Listen, it's not about Kelvin Osaibobo. Thank you, my brother. Thank you for the love. It's not about how good you are at what you do. No. As a matter of fact, when I started this life, I never wanted it. But I've written over time. People say, you need to start talking about, you need to start. I know I need to, but can I create the time to execute this? Those were the questions. So let me tell you, I said it again last week and I'm saying it again. Those who run you down, those who gave up on you, the same people that condemned you will return back to celebrate you when you are consistent. That is why when people say this one talks this one is doing this, no. You just can't be. If you have a good vision, a clear vision, and your goals are clear, your intentions are clear, everything, please be consistent. Consistency will attract productivity. Consistency will attract productivity. I get people every day now because I'm consistent, or for this few time. Hey, I can do this, I can do that. People are falling technically, falling on top themselves. I can do this, I will help you do this, I will do that. But because of consult, the same way, irrespective of wherever you are, please, the essence of this teaching is to trigger you to become productive, highly productive, and become an executioner, not a talker. Faith noted, thank you. Become, yes, Chioma, thank you. Consistency would attract product. Yes. So to become Tammy Bankins, thank you. Welcome for joining. Queen Ivy, thank you. Everyone throwing in the gift. Cook with me, Lydia Cook. Everyone, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for all your share. In fact, I'm so happy for every one of you joining. Let's keep sharing. We'll be wrapping up in a moment. We're a little bit much into our time today, but we need to wrap up. Thank you. So, consistency is the secret. Next time you want to give up, I don't know why I'm speaking. Maybe you are at the verge of giving up on something you are doing. You have been committed to it. Please, if you are sure, don't give up. Don't give up. Don't give up. Again, I repeat, don't give up. Just be consistent. You see, when you see somebody breaking into a wall, you are breaking a wall, or trying to break a wall. You are hitting it. It is not the moment you started hitting the wall that the wall will go down. No. You may just be one punch away. Yes, Doreen, your comment is showing. Thank you. On Facebook, thank you. You may just be one punch away and then you give up. So maintain consistency, because consistency is not about intensity. No. It's not about intensity. No. You know, sometimes somebody will say, I've been doing this thing now. Sometimes you see, it's not about likes. Who is liking, who is following, who is not following. No. It is about execution. Is not about intensity. It is about consistency. It is not how far, but how well. Keep going, and you will get there. Listen to this. This is one key essential truth that I want us to get. Small actions, small little actions, repeated daily, is what creates large outcomes. Little. A drop of water. Bam. Tum. Let me give this illustration. A drop of water. Like this. You keep dropping it. If I continue, what will happen? The glass cup will definitely get full. If you continue, but if you stop, it will never be full. But I have water here. So you keep dropping. Consistency, you do it. Consistently. Consistently. Keep doing it until you get it filled up. If you stop, your cup will be half filled. So small actions done repeatedly is what creates large outcomes. Dangote never started with a refinery. He started from a kiosk somewhere in Kano, and today he is everywhere. Adenuga never started with Globacom big bar. He started somewhere little. Mark Zuckerberg, and the list is endless. So consistency builds momentum. Consistency is what builds momentum. And momentum is what generates results. You see, you just start doing it little by little, small by small, gradually. And before you know it, bam! And people will suddenly ask, where was this person? Where has this person been? That you have been building gradually. If you give up, eh, you just fail yourself. Nobody will be responsible for your giving up. If you know, there's a word they say, I don't want to use it. If you give up, now you sabi. I use that when people say it like that. So if you give up, it's your kettle of fish. So consistency is what builds momentum, and momentum builds and generates results. Listen to this. Yes, who give up now? Now who give up? Lose. Oh, yes, thank you, Chioma, for that comment. So consistency, anytime, any day, turns effort into evidence, like I said before. Your little effort will soon become a big evidence. So you don't need to do everything at once. You don't need to do everything at once. You only need to do the right things repeatedly. You only need to do the right things repeatedly. Little efforts. When I checked my YouTube account here, I discovered it was open sometimes around, is it 2010 or 2012 or thereabout? But it's been there. It's been there. I do there doing nothing until we pick it up. It's been there. No consistent development on it until this came, and we just switch it. Just switch it to leadership and continue. So doing things consistently, no matter how small, will lead to repeated progress, and it will build your own system. So there are a few things before we go. Practical rules, things that you must do daily. You must have priority lists. Listen, not everyone. If you forget anything from this life, please don't forget this. David Zam, thank you very much for joining. Thank you for following our life. Thank you. Not everyone and not everything deserves your attention. Not everyone, not everything deserves your attention. Don't give everybody, anyone, anything that you must give your maximum attention is something that has benefited you maximally and that can benefit you, because you must block all leakages around your life. So please, in the next 2-3 minutes, if you have questions regarding this subject, please just quickly drop it in the chat, and let's see how we can quickly deal with the questions. Once again, I appreciate everyone on Facebook, on our TikTok page, on our YouTube channel, and on our X Twitter handle. The 4 platforms are heavy loaded with everyone. Bello, thank you. Trisha, thank you. Uzoma, you are amazing. Everyone, Queen Ivy, everyone, Lydia Cook, David, everyone, Sonny Baba. Please, I appreciate you all. I love you all, and I want to get feedbacks from us. Let's ensure that we share this live session to all our friends. The full recording will be on our YouTube page, on our YouTube channel, almost immediately after this session, so people can always go back there. So drop in your comment so people can always refer back to them in the course of the teaching. The Leadership Mind School, once again, is here to bridge the leadership gap through qualitative teaching. So education is expensive, but we are bridging the gap. So you don't need to pay too much. And I assure you, those that practices the things we teach will certainly be elevated in leadership. Please take this home. Leadership is not measured by ideas. It is not measured by your intentions. It is not measured by planning. It is only measured by your results. It is measured by consistency. and it is measured by execution. Leaders are not remembered for what they intended to do. No, nobody will remember you. This is what I wanted to do. No, but you will be remembered for what you consistently delivered to the people. So please have good intentions, lead with integrity, lead with impact, and above all, lead as an executioner. Next week, we shall be back again for yet another exciting teaching that is titled Leading Through Challenges. There are challenges everywhere, but we shall be teaching how to be resilient in difficult times. Don't forget, leaders, effective leaders are executioners. They are not just talkers, they execute. Thank you very, very much. Look forward to seeing you and seeing more of your comments and questions will be attended to. God bless you all. Thank you.